But you know, there's no turning back now. This is what makes me. This is what I learned from you. Do it now, don't make me take the money I spend. Close it out, ice that I read. Close it out, try, close your eyes. Picture me rolling, 620 folding. Business hundreds that swollen with bitches. Not in ya, most critically acclaimed. Melissa, prize winner, best storyteller, thug narrator, my narrator, model data, big touch for a lot of them haters. Commentators, bring shot clock, touching my paper. I was a decade, quite a rapper, most of the decade. Cut the music! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first rendition of the Luxury Suite. I'll be your host for the evening, Wrestling Personified. Listen here, tonight is my night for more than one reason. Because tonight, after I debut the Luxury Suite, I will enter into the 15-man Rumble, and I will be given my shot at the Internet title. But without any further ado, at this time, I would like to introduce you to my guest.
Introduce myself. I am Mr. Prime Time.
Excuse me, Peanut Gallery, hold your thoughts. Mr. Primetime is in the building. Once again, I would like to thank you for being my first guest on the Luxury Suite. And you know, it's quite funny because no one has been able to get a hold of you except for me.
Rick, I appreciate you having me as your guest on the first ever Luxury Suite. But before we get to answering questions and these retarded fans that want to know why Mr. Prime, I want to know, where do I put my shades at, Rick?
Just hang them up on the coat hanger. That's the coat rack. Put them on the coat rack. Don't you drop any of that either, or I'll slap the spit off your lips, kid. So, what do you think of the suite, Mr. Primetime? Does this meet your standards?
Would you guys just shut up for a few minutes? Seriously, we got grown adults in the ring talking, and I want all you fans to show me some respect. fans here at APW have signs, and they actually, just like I thought, don't know how to spell, Rick. S-U-K-S, that's wrong, but I don't want to talk about these guys right now. I want to talk about, this is an amazing floor rug. Where'd you get it?
I had this floor rug shipped to me straight from Persia. But you know what, Primetime? Obviously, there's a lot of questions that everybody has been wondering. You can have a seat. There's a lot of questions that everybody has been wondering. And it seems that I'm the only one to get the answers. But the one thing that has been sent to me the most through email and text message and Twitter, shut your mouth! The number one question is, why Primetime? Why?
You know, Rick, it's the same thing every time, everywhere I go. When I first came down here to APW, there was nobody at Gym Wars. Nobody cared. But Primetime came in, we had to turn people away at the doors. You remember? People started going online. AllProWrestling.com, their clicks started going through the roof. I dove out of this balcony, frog splash on JJ Perez. I gave them countless of the most incredible matches these fans will ever see in their lives. And what do I get for it? Not a damn thing. You got another question?
That brings me to question number 2. Primetime. What about your fans?
You know what? I came out here for years and gave these 5 to 6 years and gave these people everything I had. And they did. They chanted MPT, MPT. And even though it was one of the most ridiculous and one of the gayest catchphrases I've ever heard in my life, you know, they said, what time? Prime time. Actually, it's about 7:05. That's a good one, Rick. That's a good one. You know what, though? You know what? It had nothing to do with Adam Thornstowe stealing my moves. It had nothing to do with the super kick, which I did first and I do better. It had nothing to do with Adam Thornstowe doing my frog splash, which I did first and I do a lot better. It had to do, Rick, with every one of these fans after everything I've been through and giving them all the entertainment, every ounce of sweat in my body. And they chanted right in front of me, so disrespectfully chanted those 3 words. Those 3 words that I don't ever want to hear in my life. Oi! Oi! Oh!
This is a luxury suite, and you will not change that on my show! But Primetime, that brings me to my last question. If Adam Thornstowe was in this ring right now, what would you do?